You ask, we answer. Are these rumours true or false? We'll mark them 10 for a certainty, 0 for a fantasy. Now, Henrik Mkhitaryan, Shakhtar Donetsk, Armenian midfield player going to Liverpool?
Yeah, I think there's something in this one. I think he's exactly the sort of player they're looking for, like a number 10 who can play in behind the strikers. Christian Eriksen, obviously, at Ajax, we know they're interested in. Ben Arthur, at Newcastle United, we know they're interested in. I think he's the third one on that list, that they'd like one of those three to go to Anfield this summer. What's interesting is that Shakhtar team seems to be being broken up a little bit. We've obviously, Fernandinho could go. If he goes as well, that'd be quite a surprise to me. So they're a difficult club to deal with, actually, in terms of doing transfer deals. I know for a fact that they don't like to sell to other clubs who aren't in the Champions League, for example. So that could be actually one of the bars that's happening. There's almost like a saving face thing going on with Shakhtar. They don't like to lose players to clubs who aren't in the top European competition. And it may be that he's not the number one priority for Liverpool, but in terms of interest, yes, I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
And what about Maxime Gonalon going to Arsenal?
Yeah, Gonalon is a Lyon youth team product who's, to be honest, it looks to me a little bit like a one-pace defensive midfielder. That might be me being slightly harsh. He's a decent footballer. Lyon aren't the force they were. They don't have the money they did. They are now very much a selling club. They're the third power in France again. So he may well leave. I'm not convinced, to be honest, he's good enough for Arsenal. So I'd give it a 3.
And what about Lewandowski, Cavani, going to Manchester City, small matter of £75 million?
Well, it's not like they can't afford it, but they've also got Tevez and Aguero in situ, and is one of them going to go? I certainly wouldn't let either Tevez or Aguero go this summer. I think one might come in of the two, and looking at them in isolation, I suspect it might be Lewandowski, because Borussia Dortmund are in a corner. He's only got a year left of his contract, so they kind of need to sell him, but selling another star man to Bayern Munich, which is where he fancies, would cause them a lot of problems with their own fans. So I can see Lewandowski coming to the UK. City, it makes sense, especially if Dzeko goes the other way to Dortmund. So I think the chances of Lewandowski at the Etihad, 8 out of 10. Cavani, it just keeps rumbling on. I think it might have been done by now if it was going to happen. I think there's competition for his signature, so I don't see that one happening. 8 for Lewandowski. For the pair, 2.
Whatever happened to financial fair play? Thanks for joining us on lifesapitch.co.uk.